Hey everybody, my name is Hidden Target and welcome back to the channel. And if anyone's new here, welcome to the channel for the first time. Today we're taking a look at a game called Fellowship. I would describe it as World of Warcraft, but stripped down. It's just the dungeons, basically. And most of the dungeons are pretty short, just one boss, or then there's these capstone dungeons that have more bosses, but that's pretty much it. The classes don't have a ton of abilities like in WoW. You're not going to get super overwhelmed, and they're all pretty chill. Here are all the characters you can play. It kind of works more like a MOBA, like League or something, where you're picking a hero and playing on that hero. This isn't obviously what they all look like. I have different gear on different classes, right? So, you know, this character, you can tell it's got some mix and matched gear. But as you level up, you get more gear and all that stuff, and yeah. Today we're going to be taking a look at, I think we're going to go for our Alarian character, our archer, and, you know, actually, let's tank a dungeon. We're going to go ahead and tank a dungeon on Helena. I really like this character. I love tanking. It's pretty fun, and I don't do a lot of tanking on my channel. I usually do healing or DPS, so we're going to sign up for a contender dungeon. It's that simple. You just click play. And boom, we got a group. I'm gonna queue us up for. We'll shoot for this contender 4. So contender 4 is like the difficulty. We're in the contender league, which is like the lowest level entry kind of league. And as you play more and more, you move up through the leagues. The thing to note: contender 4s are actually timed. The lower level dungeons are not timed, but contender 4 is. And it looks like we're doing Sailor's Abyss. This is just a single boss. You kind of go down and around, and then you're down to the boss. Pretty quick. Let's see if I know what I'm doing, or if this group likes what I'm doing. Sometimes groups don't like what you're doing. We're going to go ahead and pull them all and see how our healer handles it. We've got the priest as our healer today. That green stuff on the ground is actually our rogue. So that was not a bad ability. Sometimes I forget that. But you can see it plays very similar to World of Warcraft, or at least it looks like it. It looks like it does. It certainly feels like it does. If you look at the top right, you can see there's a our kill score, which is kind of like if you're used to playing Mythic Dungeons in WoW, that's like your percent of enemies you have to kill. And then our timer. I'm actually going to turn the audio down real quick, just a tad. Yeah, we'll knock these guys out quick. We'll start walking towards the next pack. These guys in the back do need to be interrupted. Hopefully that game audio isn't too loud. I totally fat fingered my keys and hit the wrong interrupt, which is great. I do that a lot. Each class has a very special, like, unique mechanic. My mechanic is its toughness. You can see it in this. If you look to the bar next to my character, it's kind of hard to see with all the stuff going on. But there is a bar next to my health, or my character. It's blue. The higher number that is, the higher percentage of damage I absorb. And it goes up and down as I play, as I take damage and deal damage and stuff. The groups are only 4-mans instead of 5-mans like in WoW, so that is something to keep in mind. You don't need nearly as many people to do a dungeon. You can do it with 4. And if you have a party, you can form, if you have friends that want to play the game, I know I don't. No, I'm just kidding. If you have friends that want to play the game with you, you can invite them into a party before the dungeon and then queue up for the dungeon together, performing whatever roles you want. And it'll find a random for you. So you don't have to scroll through Group Finder and like whisper 1,000 people and apply to 1,000 groups like you do in WoW. I know that's always a pain. That's like my least favorite part of WoW, is just constantly getting rejected for groups in the Group Finder if you're playing DPS. I know it sucks. I don't know anyone who does like that. Getting rejected from groups for a couple hours before you actually get into one. Interrupt that. We're doing pretty good here. I think we're good on time. I've never done this one untimed. I really enjoy this tank. I don't love the monk character. My brother, though, likes the monk character as a tank. I, myself, am not a huge fan of it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jump down and grab this pack of Forgotten Souls. We're going to hit our big taunt and get these guys, too. Get our Absorb Shield up and get the big damage out. Our Shield Slam ability on 3 will constantly give us more toughness. Keep our toughness bar up. And we can also, like, lock it, so we have this iron wall, which means they can't... As we take damage, our toughness goes down, and we can prevent it from going down if we press that button. Sweet. Go ahead and grab these packs here. This is probably a terrible idea, but we're doing it. This big guy is he's really bad and hard to kill. But our group seems to be doing really good. Bunch of stuff just died. And I got my interrupt back, which makes me more comfortable with this guy. He has a really nasty attack. I think it's called Call of the Abyss or something. And it needs to be interrupted. Yeah, that's it. Interrupted that. Yeah, I mean, the abilities can be intricate. Like that ability I just used, this an F3 is a nice bleed. This I just used, that Shockwave is like an AoE plus a slow. So these are campfires. They're scattered around the map, and you interact with them to get a respawn point, actually. I am not going to fight the next pack with this pack. Kind of give our healer a little bit of a break. Yeah, the monk tank is cool. Uses, like, I think there's 6 different combos you can do with it. So, cool. Oh, every class does, you do get a mount, and then you also get an ultimate ability, which kind of does whatever it does. You get that stuff pretty early. As you play the character more, you get more abilities. Which I'm sure everyone could have guessed that if you're used to watching content on my channel. You know, used to World of Warcraft, you'd know. And we got 4 minutes left to beat this dungeon. Let's go ahead and interrupt that. Let's cut this guy down. This boss has one big mechanic that everyone needs to worry about. When you're fighting this boss, she goes off the cliff. She flies over, and she's like a siren, and she like hypnotizes everyone. When she hypnotizes people, you need to be able to, you need to click on the mast here and chain yourself to it, or you'll die. Pretty cool. Alright, let's do it. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate ability and buff our toughness up. We're just going to go ahead and pop all the cooldowns. The other big ability this boss has is she links 2 players together and interrupts. That interrupts, so you can see our priest just got silenced. We want to be careful about that, and that's a good time for us to pop some defensives, because we know our priest is silenced. And I'm also linked with the priest, so now I have to stay near the priest to reduce how much damage I take. Looks like we all didn't get hit by that. Come here, back up. Okay, everyone click on the pole. So you gotta chain yourself to the pole. He didn't do it. Okay, that's gonna be a wipe, so... No one probably has a V-res, so that may be a wipe. Yeah, I'm dead. Link up with me, please.
My shield will not break.
Pull. Okay, look, so we all chained up, and now the boss can't kill us. So she drags us into the thing. So everyone figured it out in the second run. I would just highly recommend playing these on quick play before you go into these on the first for the first time in a contender series, or at least try, you know, don't go into a contender 4. Not that this healer had much of a choice, but it looks like we're going to be fine as long as we can get out some DPS, some real DPS. Unfortunately, when you die, you do lose your ultimate, so we do have 30 seconds to kill this boss. Hopefully we can do it. Time to like throw all the punches. It's got 100,000 health, 19 seconds to go. Time for big damage, guys. 10 seconds. 9. Got it. With 8 seconds to spare. And we looted a helmet, gold, and a mark of fellowship. Good work, guys. No problem. So that is pretty much it. Then you just click leave dungeon, and that's it. That is one dungeon. We'll go ahead and do another one. I'll go ahead and leave this group, because it does, for some reason, leave you in the group. So after you complete a dungeon, you're kind of back in the area, and you click on your rewards tab, and you may have gotten something. So let's see what we unlocked. Looks like we got a talent point. Perfect. Let's go over the talent system. If you go to the top right, there's a hamburger menu. You click that, you click talents, and here's all our talents. One of the neat things about this game is you don't have to pick one in every row. You can spend them however you want. I like sword and board. Guarded veteran is pretty good. And then I can pick one here, but I could choose to forgo this one and get something somewhere else. I like razor shrapnel, but honestly, I'd rather have the aftershock here. You know, enemies, and the guarded veteran. So we're getting more block, and then with this one, we're going to get 30% extra damage, which is always great. What else? Magic ward, 10% reduced magic damage. Shield throw has a chance. Nah, we'll go with that. That works. And we got a new helmet, so let's go ahead and throw that on. It looks the same as our old helmet. It's nothing fancy. We can now take our old helmet and scrap it. I don't think there's a lot of diversity of gear appearances. I think everything kind of looks the same. Stormwind has died. You can get skins as you level up. Like, this is the starter skin for this character. And then as you level up, you get dungeon ratings, you will unlock the ability to purchase new skins with gold and other resources. And they can look pretty cool. I mean, look at these. These are sick. I love the level 3 gear. I think it looks fantastic. And then there's also, like, I think tints for the weapons and whatever, but I don't quite know how this works. Oh yeah, it's like a tint. So I'll put the bronze tint on. It's like a trim for your armor. just sick. We'll go ahead and use the copper tint. Looks neat. No. Iron tint. And this is unlocked with, like, leaderboard stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and queue up for another contender dungeon and see how that goes. And we'll do this one. We'll do a 3. Everyone else picked a 3 when I picked a 3. Nice. This one is a lot less pressure. There's no timer on it, so you can kind of take your time, learn the dungeon, and stuff like that. Go ahead and mount up. We're hoping we get some pants. That's why we still have a level 1 pants. Now, I do have some money I could purchase some pants with. I'm going to go ahead and throw the shield up. Alright, we got our taunt out. So our new talent causes them to take us to do more damage to enemies after we hit them with that shockwave, which is really awesome. Our big strength is going to be DPS in the groups. Other than not dying, that's our other big strength. This is money you pick up, which actually buffs you up. It gives you a damage increase, but it reduces your movement speed. It's a neat little kind of dungeon affix, I would say. We're gonna grab one more pack.
I will not yield.
Go ahead and use our damage lock or toughness lock. Go ahead and hit him with that. You could see, even as a tank, we're doing a lot of damage. Oh yeah, this is the default UI, by the way. I changed some of the key bindings, but this is the default UI. The game comes kind of preset with exactly what most Mythic Plus players are going to want. I swapped this from damage done to healing, but yeah, it has built-in damage meters and everything you would possibly need. Alright, I'm going to run through this pack into the next pack. Go ahead and put our bleed out on everyone. Yeah, you can move your abilities around. It comes in with like built-in like the button for mouse over if you're playing healer. That's really useful. Go grab the next pack. There we go. We're doing great. Go ahead and hit them all with that AoE. You have the capability of doing an absolute ton of damage in AoE as the tank in this game. At least with Helena. I've only done 1 or 2 with the monk. We'll grab the respawn point to make it so we can get back if we wipe faster. I'm going to run through these packs all the way to this pack. Hit the shields up. Throw the shield. And then hit them all with the bleed. When you're doing huge pulls like this, when I'm using that bleed with the combination of shockwave, I can seriously get a lot of damage out. Now my toughness is falling pretty quick because we're taking a lot of damage. So hopefully some of these things die soon. Everything that dies is something less that's hurting us. This is really testing Gabe here, our healer. I don't know Gabe, by the way. This is just a random player. But he's doing great. So I'm going to say great heals. There you go. We'll give him a break and not do nearly as big of a pull there. We're almost, that's the boss room in there.
My shield is an iron wall.
Got our group taunt out. You know, with shockwave followed by the bleed. Or maybe bleed then followed by the shockwave would be better to take advantage of the damage increase. I don't know. All I'm certain is that shockwave makes us do a lot more damage, and it's definitely showing in the meters. I'm loving it. One thing about this tank that's different than the monk tank is the monk tank does have a self-heal. This one does not. You have absorbs that I keep putting on myself and toughness increases, but you do not have the ability to heal yourself at all, whereas the monk does.
Protect me.
There is another pack down here we're going to grab. That's the last boss in there. Hopefully this is enough. We'll have to get that guy too. 2%. Each one of these is 2%, so we'll have to get him too.
My shield holds.
Got him. Should be our percentage right here. Oh, I'm standing in stuff. That's bad. Good stuff. That is our 100% of the dungeon's trash, and now we're gonna move into the next one. The boss is down here, so once we jump, we will be good to go. We'll jump on down. The boss is up there. There it is. All right, we're going right in. Let's use our ultimate ability. Group these guys up. Get our toughness bar all the way up and then lock our toughness at the top. I love the ability to lock my toughness. Put the absorb shield up so you can see our health bar right here. Half of our health is absorbed right now, which is really awesome. Now that's gone, but it does give the healer a nice little chill pill. Lets him take a little bit of a break. If only for a second. Is that thing gonna just follow me the entire time? It's really obnoxious. There it is. That's our dungeon. We completed another contender dungeon. Our rating is up to 665. And we got some legs. Sick. So I'll go ahead and throw those on when we get back to the hub real quick. And we'll go ahead and leave the group. I always just leave the group afterwards. It doesn't auto do it. I don't know why. And that, you can see the gear change right there. So now we got this full set of this red armor. I love it. I think it looks cool. And it looks like we got another reward, which is going to give us more talent progress. More talent rows. And we unlocked, what's this? 600 contender. We get some unstable mithril, which is used in the stronghold to change a piece of equipment to another. I'm going to hold on to that. That looks like it's in our materials. Yeah, I'm holding on to the materials. I don't know what quite to use those for yet. So we'll hold on to those for now. What did we get? We unlocked a talent row. We don't have enough talent points yet to do this, but we unlocked this row over here. You deal 20% more damage while Siegebreaker is active. What is Siegebreaker? I don't even know what that is. Not sure. Maybe I don't have that ability yet. I don't know yet. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we want that. I don't really care about Aftershock. I'd rather have that. I like that. Oh, I really like that ability. I think I may drop Guarded Veteran to get that. Gleaming Shield. More chance to block and increased healing. Plus it deals more damage. That's going to be good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do one more contender dungeon, and then that will be the end. Alrighty, let's go for... We just did Sailor's Abyss, so we'll do the Hollow. That's not what we just did. That is what we just did. What? Alright. This time we're gonna grab all of this stuff in one. Like, is our group comp the same? No, we have an archer, we have a ranger, or sorry, a fire guy.
I seal for
We'll try to do it fast. We'll see if we can do it faster. Just bigger pools. You know what? Actually, we're going to go to the left. I've never gone to the left, so we're going to go to the left. Never gone to the left. I don't know why. I always go to the right. So we're going to go left this time and see how that differs from the right path. It's probably going to be basically the same. There's generally two paths you can take for each fight, or each dungeon. And they're pretty much the same thing. But it'll at least feel a little different. We're going to go all the way down to here. Hit him with the shockwave. Yeah, that's called shockwave. Yeah, I mean, even doing the same content that I just did, it still feels fun to play.
I will not give up.
We'll keep moving. Okay, we're back to fighting spiders. Let's go ahead and bleed them all and hit the shield wall. I'm liking that we get an increased chance to block. That's really nice. If I could get another talent point, I could get another 10% increased chance to block. More blocking is good for me. I'm just trying to be tankier. I don't really care about how much damage I do nearly as much. I just want to be more survivable. Because our healer can do damage too. Actually, this class of healer does damage to get some of his healing resources back. Actually, all the healers have built-in damage abilities, which is really cool. They're not just like straight healers. They have to do damage and stuff too, which is neat. Cool. Okay, here we go. Gotta get these guys too. I do have a taunt, by the way. I'm not just auto getting aggro every time. I haven't had to use it that much because I do think the tank just generally gets aggro faster, but I do actually have a taunt. Get that absorb shield up. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Get some more damage. It gives us more damage and toughness. It makes us better all the way. All around. Anyone else want to kill this thing? I do love our new armor. It looks cool. Let's do something stupid and grab all of these. This could be risky. Oh, that was a bad pull on my part. That was me being dumb. Really dumb on my part. I think I'm done for. No? No? Dude, are we gonna survive? I need more toughness, that's for sure. Another one dead. We're working our way through. Little ads just spawned. Oh no, that's stuff on the ground. Don't want to touch that. Hit our big group taunt. Holy crap. He's out of mana. Ah, that was really good. We killed a lot of them. Did we get it? Looks like they got it. We're good to go. We're heading right in. They survived the pool, so that's what matters. Even if I didn't, they did. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for them. For the boys. Alright, let's go get that last boss. Love how you fall down here and immediately just take half your health and damage. Alright, let's get them. Use our cooldowns right away. If you want to read what our cooldowns do, it's in the bottom left. Or bottom right. Oh, this is Siegebreaker. I was looking for the ability called Siegebreaker, and I just didn't know what it was. And it's the ability... It's my ultimate. You take the reduced damage, which is really great, but then you also deal increased damage. We put on the group taunt. Hit him with that. Alright, come here, spider. We're gonna try this boss a little differently this time. We're gonna like actually like get out ahead of him and run ahead. Get our toughness back up. We're gonna run to the other side now. Try to keep that
My shield will not break.
thing away from us. That ground effect, because it's really nasty. Alright, we're max toughness again. Come here. This is like the tank's worst nightmare. The boss has 5 or 6 abilities he's gonna have to stay stationary for while you're trying to move the boss away from the icky stuff on the ground. Worst nightmare right there. Alright, and that's that dungeon done. Good stuff. We got a weapon. And we got supplies. Supplies are always good to get because they're good for gearing up your alts. Alrighty, cool. We're gonna go ahead and swap a little bit and take a look at our rewards. Looks like we got some talent points. So let's go ahead and apply those. We got 1 talent point, so we can grab one of these in either tier 4. Let's go ahead and hold the line is... What is hold the line? There it is. That's our reset of our shield stem. It's really great. Every time you use shields up, it's by 6 seconds. That's pretty good. You also get reduced magic damage, or Shield Slow has a chance to get critical strike and deals 100% damage to the first target hits. Honestly, I'm going to go with more block chance. Like right now, our block chance is 15%. That's 10% more. That seems pretty good. Yeah, now we're at 25%. I mean, block is always good to have. We'll go throw up on our new gear. Look at that sword. That is a sword. That looks really cool. Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, this character's sick. Big fan of this character. Our rating didn't go up because we just did that exact dungeon. But you know, I think we're gonna swap around. I'm gonna go ahead and swap heroes. And I think I'll show you guys I'll show you guys Alarian, the ranger character. We'll go ahead and see if we have any rewards in for him. We don't. So I'll go ahead and throw us in a contender game with Alarian on DPS. It will take a little longer to get a Q on this guy, but it should still get us one. And I don't think we need any gear on this guy. So this is the quartermaster where you can buy gear for lower tier stuff. Once you complete a series, you can go back here and buy some tier or gear. You can see these are some of the sets you can buy that are pretty sweet. You could spend them with gold or this is gold, which you could see I'm earning slowly from doing these dungeons. And gear that you don't need, you can salvage, and it'll give you pieces of gold for it. And then this is like supplies, which you could actually buy with these marks of fellowship over here at this vendor. You could also buy other stuff for crafting, which I haven't really gotten into yet. I don't even have a full set of green gear yet, so I'm kind of holding off on that. I do love this set right here. That set looks really cool. I don't know when you get the ability to unlock those sets. I think it's after the first, each tier maybe? Alrighty, we're back. After about 5 minutes of waiting in queue, as a DPS player, you're always going to have a little bit longer queues than tanks and healers because people... Ooh, look at this guy. It's 2 of us. Alright, 2 archers. We're back, Godfall Quarry, Contender 4, so we're doing another time dungeon. Oh, I should have waited for him to potentially pull more. So yeah, we're doing a little DPS now, so that'll be a little more interesting. Playing on the archer character. I really like the archer. It feels really good to play. You have these high wind arrows that can like ricochet through all your targets, and then you've got the multi-shots, kind of like your spender. And then as in every archer class in every MMO, you do have a rain of arrows ability. You have this cool roll you can do, which I simply love. Yeah, let's let this tank go pull like a crazy person like I was just doing. Okay, maybe a little too much there. No, we're good. I'm gonna put on a defensive right now just in case. Focus down this dredge. Try to focus down targets that are lower health. Okay, that's gonna have to be interrupted, I have a feeling. Gotta kill those quick. Yeah, those are bad news. Gotta DPS those down. Our tank did die, so we're gonna run. Ooh, we're dead. Where's the tank? There he is. I think he's got it.
Twilight Shroud.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. Sometimes wipes have the tendency to just like fall apart. Alright, let's take it a little slower that time. We did kill a lot of them, but let's take it a little slower. You don't want to lose time on wipes. You can move while casting as an archer, which is awesome. Though you do move pretty slow while you're doing it. Love these empowered multi-shots. They're really fun. God, I love that ability. I just think the archer looks really cool too. I always feel like I really love archers and like paladin kind of characters in games. I always love archers in RPGs. For whatever reason, I don't love WoW's implementation of the archer. I like Marksman Hunter a little more than Beastmaster. I don't know why. Look at that damage. We'll drop that, and we'll start sending some ricochet arrows into the group. Multi-shot in there. We're about to have our ultimate back up. This class puts this debuff on people called Lunar Light Mark that causes them to get struck by, like, whenever they take damage, like beams of light that deal damage to their allies, or like the enemy's friends or whatever, which is pretty cool. And I can mass buff them all with this. I can go do this, hit them all with it.
You stand before
use Event Horizon to get a little damage buff. Hopefully that wasn't too close to the ball. Yeah, we're about halfway. I don't know if that... Yeah, it worked. Uh-oh. Patrol. Patrol got me. That's hunter stuff right there. Pop my defensive. Go ahead and use that. We can use that every 30 seconds, which is really nice to get that extra bolt damage on. Go ahead and throw some high wind arrows down there. We'll hit our ultimate multi-shots as well. Get through this guy quick. Hit him with a rapid fire. You can see all the the lines coming out of the sky that are causing him to take more damage.
Twilight shrouds me.
We're almost there. Focus that thing down. The ward stones are pretty nasty. Oh, it feared me. All right, let's go. Alright, here we go. This guy, you do have to soak these.
Twilight shrouds me.
You don't want to get hit by that. It's going to do one on either side. And then one in the front. Our hunter is not soaking.
Twilight watches over.
It's a nasty debuff. Alright, we got Event Horizon up. Let's use that. Put some multi-shots into the guy. If our archer doesn't soak the next one, I will help the priest soak it. I guess I'll soak mine by myself. That's okay. I don't know what that was. That's probably a mechanic I didn't understand in the back. But we're still alive, so I'm okay then with it.
Twilight watches over.
We'll help. Always want to help the healer soak because he can't take as much damage. I think maybe. I don't know. And that's the boss. Look at that. 2 minutes to spare. There he goes down into the abyss. And we've got a new weapon. That's 2 new weapons in a row in this the last 2 dungeons. That's always good. Weapons I feel like are super rare. So cool. I'm happy with that. We'll go ahead and leave this group. And we're up to 700 rating. We get a new reward. What do we get? Grappling arrow. Yeah, that's going to be neat. Put that on our bar and go see what that does on these training dummies real quick. So we have another reward. Oh, we get the ingots. What does it do? Let's see. Oh, so it pulls them all to like one location. Okay, cool. So you can kind of help group them up for the tank. I like that. Let's see what our new bow looks like. Alright. That looks pretty cool. I'll take it. That looks awesome. Love that. Oh, I'll go show you the scrapping system real quick to kind of wrap it up. What you do with old gear is you take it and you could throw it in this scrapper. Boom. Done. Now I got some gold out of that. I'm up to 300 some gold, and that's pretty much it. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. If you want to see more, comment below. Drop a like, and yeah, if you want to see more, I will gladly make some more videos of this. Alright, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.